Hey Chickees! So today I'm going to be doing my updated hair care routine, kind of just a video like all about my hair and all that stuff, this beautiful big nest of hair that I have on my head. So I'm going to be telling you everything from tips and tricks with your hair, to all the products I use, to all the items I use, and even things about curling, straightening, and all of that stuff with your hair. So to be honest, I don't do a lot for my hair, but anyways, I am going to show you what I do for my hair. So with that being said, I want to hop right into this video, so hopefully you all enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and stay subscribed to my channel. I upload every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. East. So yeah, let's get started. So before we start off this video, I just want to say that no, this is not my natural hair. My natural hair is not straight. However, my natural hair is brunette. Like, I've never dyed my hair. I never put any chemicals like that I have to do with dyeing my hair. I never ombre-ed it. I never put highlights in. It's just my all natural brunette hair. But my hair is not actually straight. I straightened it this morning. But my natural hair is like wavy to curly textured kind of. And if I can find a picture, then I'm gonna slide. I'll put a picture right here. If I can show you guys a picture of what my natural hair looks like, I'll probably take a picture like when I take a shower tonight, then I get out, I'll take a picture for you all and put it right here. So yeah. But yeah, so that's what my natural hair looks like, basically that picture that you all just saw. So my hair right now is straightened though, but a lot of you ask me how I get it so silky and smooth and everything like that, because you all see it in my videos. So yeah, I keep playing with my hair now, and I mean, I am pretty proud of my hair because I mean, it is pretty like silky and soft and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just gonna get started though. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna be showing you guys is the shampoo that I use, and this is the shampoo that I use. This is the Herbal Essence Body MV Volumizing Shampoo, and I went through so many shampoos. I use Dove, I use Mane and Tail, I use Tresemme, I used everything. However, this is my favorite out of every single one that I ever used. It's just in the orange bottle, and it works amazing for my hair. It makes my hair untangled and super soft and everything like that, and yeah, it's just a really, really great shampoo. I don't know how to really describe it. Alright, so one tip that I have for you all that pertains to shampoo is to brush your hair before you go in the shower, not when you get out of the shower, because when you get out of the shower, when your hair is wet, that's when it's its weakest. So if you brush your hair, you're more likely to have it come out and stuff like that. It's going to be bad. You're basically ripping hair out of your head. But if you brush it before you go into the shower, it's going to help the product go in much softer and more like, it's just gonna help the product just scrub in better to your hair, and plus it's not gonna damage it. Also, another thing that pertains to brushing your hair, when you brush your hair, I know a lot of people don't do this, I'm guilty of not doing this also, but what you wanna do is start from the ends of your hair and work your way up brushing it, because if you start from the top and then rip down, if you have like a knot or something like that, it's more likely that your hair is going to rip out. But if you start at your ends and then work your way up brushing, then it's gonna make your hair much better, it's gonna make it more healthy, and you won't have as many chances of your hair getting ripped out. Okay, so basically how I wash my hair though, like how I actually put the shampoo in and everything, is I take a bit of it in my hand and I put it on the top of my head, and I start by scrubbing my scalp at my hairline right here, and I just take my fingertips, my finger pads like these, and I just scrub my hair going all the way back and then down, just back and then down, just like that over and over again. And then whatever suds are left, I take them and it's on like the rest of my hair. I'll take it and I'll just scrub like this, going down my hair with the palms of my hands, just all the way down to my ends, and that's how I ensure that I get the best wash as possible. And also about washing hair, another tip is to wash your hair every other day, because I know that it's hard, maybe your hair gets greasy by the end of the day or anything like that, but that's where dry shampoo comes in, which we'll talk about later. But if you wash your hair every other day, it's going to be healthy for your hair, because if you wash it every single day, it's going to start stripping the natural oils out of your hair. It's going to leave your hair looking dull and brittle and all that type of stuff, and I do not think that you want that for your hair. So make sure to wash your hair every other day. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the conditioner that I use, and I basically use the matching one to the shampoo. This is the Herbal Essence Body MV Volumizing Conditioner. Like I said, leaves my hair extremely soft and all of that stuff. It helps me with my split ends and everything. It's just a really, really great conditioner. This entire line of the Herbal Essence products is really, really great for your hair. Now, basically all I do to condition my hair is what I'll do is I'll take some of it in my palms of my hands and I'll rub it in, and then also I'll rub it into my fingers as if you're putting like lotion on or like scrubbing your hands with like soap or something like that. So the conditioner will be on the back of my hands, in between my fingers, and on the palm. The reason that I do this is because then I do the same method that I did with the shampoo. Instead of scrubbing it, I'll just brush through like this. And this is that way the conditioner will be distributed not only to the tops of my hair, but in my hair, you know, right near my scalp and everything like that. And it's gonna get the most even distribution for the conditioner. And then of course, I take my fingertips and I just run through. And this is also gonna help detangle any tangles that you have in your hair, besides just globbing it on the top and then rubbing it into your hair. This way, if you actually go through it with your fingertips, it's gonna help the knots in your hair. Also with conditioner, I leave it in for about like 5 minutes or so. Like what I do is while I leave the conditioner in my hair, I just shave, I wash my face, I wash my body, like any of that type of stuff before I rinse my conditioner out, because rinsing my conditioner out is the last thing that I do, because you know you want it to soak into your hair so you get the most soft hair that you possibly can. But then once you wash that out and you get out of the shower, next thing that you probably want to do is throw your hair up in a towel. That way it soaks all the water up, and that is fine. However, when you take it down from the towel, try not to towel dry your hair as soon as you get out of the shower, because once again, your hair is at its weakest when it's wet, and if you're towel dry, you're more prone to ripping the hairs out and all that kind of stuff, and it's just really not great for your hair. And I am so guilty of towel drying my hair. Sorry, I messed up. I'm extremely guilty of towel drying my hair. But I don't know, it's a terrible thing to do for your hair, and especially if you're trying to get rid of split ends, or like if you dye your hair a lot and it's very brittle, then towel drying your hair is the last thing that you want to do. Alright, so now besides all of that stuff, the next thing we're going to be talking about is heat products, such as your blow dryer, your straightener, your curler, all of that type of stuff. And the number one tip I could give you for that is to try and not use so much heat on your hair so often. I mean, if you're gonna straighten your hair, straighten it every other day. Try not to straighten it every single day, and the same pertains to curling. And also the same goes for blow drying your hair, except when you get out of the shower, if you like absolutely have to blow dry your hair, like if you're going to school or work or some of that and you absolutely have to blow dry your hair, then use the warm setting. Try not to use the hottest setting on the blow dryer, because if you use the hottest one, of course heat damages your hair. It will create split ends. I can't talk today. However, if you're just going to bed and then you wake up in the morning and style your hair, if you're not gonna if it's not necessary to blow dry it, then I say let it air dry. Air drying is the best solution that you have for your hair. And I mean, if you basically just let your hair dry by the air and some of that, you're not doing anything damaging to it. There's not going to be any split ends, brittle hair, any of that type of stuff. And also, if you're going to be going to bed, 2 things I suggest is putting your hair in braids before you go to bed, because that way if your hair is in braids, when you're tossing and turning in your bed while your hair is wet, then it'll create less split ends, because if you're always tossing and turning in bed, it could create split ends, brittle hair. But you know, to be safe, put your hair into braids. And also another thing that you might want to invest in, this is another thing, but get a silk pillowcase. And I know this is like one of those things that's like, what the hell, what? But you know what, the silk is pretty good for your hair, because if you just have like a rough cotton one, your hair could rub up if you have like a rough cotton pillowcase, your hair could rub up against it, once again, split ends. But if you have a silk one, silk pillowcases are really good for your hair, because if you're sleeping, even if you're tossing and turning, it'll just be very soft on your hair and stuff like that, so it'll create less. But however, I don't even have a silk pillowcase, so that's that. But if you're very, very into your hair, that's one thing that I do suggest. Also, quickly, back to blow drying your hair. If you guys are wondering what blow dryer I use this miniature Remington one. Now, I know it's like a mini hair dryer, however, this thing is so freaking powerful. I got it at like Marshall's or something like that several years ago, and it is amazing. It's super powerful, and it's tiny, and it's perfect to travel with also, and it only has 3 settings, which is a low one and a high one. I normally use the low one, that way it doesn't damage my hair as much, but it is a really, really great blow dryer. Alright, so the next thing is about straightening your hair. Now, the only thing I can tell you guys about straightening your hair is to not do it every single day. Also, anything with heat, try not to put heat on your hair every single day. If you ultimately have to, try to use the lowest setting on it, because you know, the lower the setting, the less damaging it's going to be to your hair. But I mean, it's heat either way, so it is going to damage your hair, which kind of sucks, but that's how life is. Anyways, if you guys are wondering what straightener I use the QT Performance Hairstyling Straightener, and I got this off of flatironexperts.com a very long time ago, and it has lasted me a very, very long time, and it's a really, really great straightener. And basically, if you guys are wondering also how I straighten my hair with this thing, then all I do is I start at the root of my hair. and I go nice up to the root, and I just go down all the way, and I go once because one time is good enough. And if you ultimately have to, don't do it again while it's super, super hot. Wait for it to cool down a little bit and then go over your hair again and straighten it again. So that's that, but that's how I straighten my hair with my straightener. Also, when I straighten my hair, I like to break my hair up into layers. So I'll take like my first part and I'll put this up, and then I'll straighten the underneath, and I release that, and then I straighten it. And yeah, and normally when I straighten my hair, I part my hair in the middle like this, and then I straighten it, and then I part it to the side to do whatever I want to do with it. That's just how I do it. You guys could part it to the side first, but I feel like I get the most better results, and like I get every single piece when it's parted in the middle. So yeah. Now the same thing basically goes for curling your hair. Try not to use it every single day. If you ultimately have to, use it on the lowest setting you can. Now to be completely honest, I don't curl my hair a lot, but when I do, I don't actually use like a normal curler. I use this bad boy, and like the wire is all over it. It's kind of just like tangled around it right now. But this is the Bedhead Rock and Roller Curler, and it has basically like these little like bumps in it all around it, and this creates more like kinky waves than it does like nice curls and everything like that. It's more of like a waving product, not for like crazy good curls or anything like that, but I feel like my hair does not look good with normal curls in it for some reason. So it creates like these really kinky curls at first, but then over like the course of like an hour or something like that, it'll drop into these beautiful, beautiful like beachy type of waves. And also, I have absolutely no idea where I got that curler, considering I got it for Easter like 2 years ago. And like, okay, I have this itch on my nose. It's really annoying me. I think you could get it at like Target or Walmart or any of those stores. I'm pretty sure any place that sells bedhead products, I'm pretty sure you could find it there. Now I only got 3 more things to show you guys, and the first thing is a really good hairspray. This hairspray I've been using forever is the number 4 Tress 2 Spray Extra Hold, Extra Firm Control Hairspray by Tresemme. And I got the number 4 because normally with my hair, I don't need like extremely strong hold in it. However, I do have these baby hairs in my hair that just go everywhere, and they're super annoying. And this hairspray really, really helps to keep them down, or even if I'm doing like an updo or something like that, this hairspray is amazing and it holds your hair for the longest time, and I extremely, extremely suggest it. Now, like I said, you shouldn't be washing your hair every single day. You should wash it every other day. However, if you're one of those people like me where your hair gets greasy on the 2nd day, then your best friend is going to be this bad boy. And if you guys are wondering what this is dry shampoo. And the one that I use is the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. And if you guys don't know how dry shampoo works, it's extremely easy. You just pop it out like this. You go in the roots of your hair, like the root is right here. You just spray it in, and then you just spray it along your hair, just in your roots, and it helps it to absorb the oils in your hair, absorb all the grease and all that nasty stuff, and it'll leave your hair looking nice and fresh. Now the last thing is for lazy people such as me. You know those days where you just don't want to do your hair whatsoever. You know, you just don't want to straighten it, you don't want to curl it, you don't want to do anything to it. Well, I have the perfect solution for you, and it is right here. And this is the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. And this basically just adds a little bit of texture to your hair. You just spray it out like that on your hair all over. And over time, over like the course of like the next 10 minutes, it should leave these little waves in your hair and a little bit of texture, you know, and it makes your hair just look very nice, even if it's like a lazy day, you don't want to do your hair, but you want to have it done in some way. This helps just create like a little bit more texture to it. Like I said, texture like 3 times, but it kind of just helps your hair look better on your lazy days, or if your hair is looking pretty nasty or anything like that. I normally just put my hair half up, half down. I spray some of this in it, and my hair looks ready to go. Also, guys, on lazy days, if you guys want to know how to do the perfect lazy day bun, I'm going to have a video link to that at the end of this video. I'm going to show you guys how to do my lazy bun, so I will have that linked at the end of the video because I just did a video on that, so that's pretty cool, and it's like my go-to hairstyle now, so yeah. But besides all of that, that means that this video is over. I have no more tips for you guys, but if you have any tips for me for hair, if you think I messed up anything, if any of my information was wrong, let me know in the comments below. I love to learn off of you guys. Also, if you enjoyed this video, like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to slide to the side to let you all know that I upload new videos every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. If you enjoy hair videos, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy beauty videos, enjoy fashion videos, any type of video that you like in the beauty category, then make sure to stay subscribed to my channel. So bam, you can do that by clicking right there. The next thing is, if you didn't check out my last video, which I am pre-recording a bunch of videos, so I don't know when this video was going to go up, to be honest, but I think that my last video, when this goes up, is going to be the lazy bun tutorial, so you could check that out by clicking right here. And the last thing, tweet me, follow me, comment pictures, long story short, I do social media, bam, Twitter and Instagram, make sure to go follow me. All this information will be clickable as well as in the down bar below, and I'm going to go Chickee, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, more videos to come. So with that being said, ciao, ciao, chickies.